we made a podcast! Hey, how's it going? My name is Nick, and this is the first episode of the House Podcast. And I'm here with my dear, my beloved friend, Bleps. Hello, Bleps.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I'm kind of nervous. What if we blow this first episode, huh?
Just don't.
That's good advice.
That's all that counts. Just don't blow it up.
Don't blow it up.
Or no, like blow it up, but like blow it up, you know?
Like, oh, I got you.
Alright.
On the down low type stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. So, hey, you know, every person in the year of our Lord 2023 is probably gonna come out with the podcast, even more so than 2022 and 2021 and so on.
Absolutely.
We're just gonna join that big group of people that love making podcasts.
Wave. I mean, like riding the wave. I think that's the way to go. If you ride it too early, you know, like I think riding too early could be good, but you could like get burnt out too quickly if you ride it, you know, too early. But I think we're at a good spot.
Yeah.
The wave, you know.
Yeah. We should be surfers because we're riding this wave so perfectly.
On God.
So, you know, what we're gonna get right into our little topic right now. All right, we're gonna be talking about the origins, the backstory, the lore, some would say, of the house itself.
Ooh, all right, that's a good topic.
Yeah.
So I remember,
Mhm.
I think the first early memories of the house, or like before even the house was the house, where I found you, Nick. So I was scrolling around on my HP crappy little, you know, computer that my dad got me, or
Yeah.
like, you know, a hand-me-down. And I mean, I've always been watching Twitch, you know, like from an early age, and so I was scrolling down, wanting to like find like, you know, Twitch streamers, you know, just seeing what they're up to. And I came across Nick's stream, you know, your stream. And I guess that's when it started, just hanging out, you know, joining the stream, texting, you know, talking and all that. And then I guess down the road, it finally happened where we all got in a big Discord group, and just that's how it started.
Discord, where friendships grow to probably die.
You know, I think like Discord, I think like in general is like a great thing because like you can like join up with like just random people you've never
True.
met.
Yeah. There's two
Like, you
sides,
can-
definitely though. There's definitely two sides to
Yeah,
Discord.
like, you know, there's the pros and cons. Like the
Mhm.
pros are like, you know, you get to like meet new people and you like interact, and like you're not alienated from the world.
Yeah.
But
And the
like
cons are
you know,
Discord mods and kittens.
yeah, Discord mods. You know, all the
Yeah, you know.
all the weirdos and all that.
Ooh
I can
ooh.
get through them all. But yeah. Well, yeah.
But yeah, that
Discord's
was
a great place.
yeah, a great place to get free nitro.
True. Free Nitro.
You
Just gotta
love
sell
scamming
your
them boys for nitro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of great places, Twitch, very non-controversial website. Blep said that's where he stumbled upon my little quirked up self. I was streaming on a very high quality laptop back in the day, 2017 December, I believe. Very good quality laptop. It did not almost blow up on me on multiple occasions. That I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was playing Phantom Forces, the bestest game on a little website called Roblox. Yes.
That's amazing. Like, how you played Phantom Force for how many levels?
So I was on a trackpad. I never used a mouse when I was on my laptop. I use a trackpad and arrow keys to play Phantom Forces.
No, wait. So let the viewers know that Phantom Force is
It's an FPS game on Roblox. It's very well made. If it was on Steam for like $2, you probably wouldn't recognize.
It's like the Call of Duty of.
It's so well made for like Roblox standards. Props to Stylus Studios. I may talk all kinds of crud about the game, but deep in my heart, it holds a special place. You know, as silly as that may seem for a Roblox game, but I really do.
That's a good game.
I haven't played a better FPS game on Roblox than that. And in general, I think it's probably my top 5 shooter games I've ever played. It's just so smooth. It's fun. It's simple.
I mean, it's addicting.
That's true. That's why I'm fucking. Oh well, yeah, we could curse. F it. It's That's why I'm ranked like 200 something now. It's come a long way.
That's crazy.
You're like what now? You're not like you're like
Not 200.
130 something.
Almost 140.
I know Emma, fellow housemate, called you out on that.
Yeah, she's not happy about it.
Bullied
But
you.
anyways, let's get back to it. The origins.
Oh
The
yeah, so
origins of the story.
streaming Phantom Forces, heck yeah, everybody's pogging out. That's a Twitch term for you all that don't know. And here comes this guy, Liquid Paint. And I started streaming December 2017, and about from maybe the third week of me streaming, so very late December, to maybe like pretty much every day from there
I
on
remember
out,
every day.
you would show up in my stream, and you were known as the guy to me. You'd show up, be like, "Hey, conversate for 5 minutes. See you for the rest of the stream. You're not. You're gone."
I was
like-
nervous, like, so it was weird. It was like the whole concept of like talking to another person like through Twitch or like it's kind of like YouTube. Like if you're talking to the content creator, it was
Yeah.
weird, but you just get used to it after a while. And I think that's why Twitch and Discord in general is a great place because you get used to talking to people that you probably would never talk to.
Yeah, if he saw me in public,
but yeah.
he'd probably turn and be like,
Yeah, I mean, I
bye
would have
bye.
never known him.
That's
Yeah.
true. If I wasn't close to dropping out of high school, I would have never started streaming as much as I did.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely a wise decision.
But I remember, what is it? First beginning hanging out with everybody, all the viewers, the rest of the viewers in the
yeah,
Discord, or not Discord chat, Twitch chat.
small little,
talking,
probably
all
about
talking.
5 viewer group of people.
Yeah, 5 viewers. I mean, that's how it starts. Just getting the 5 viewers and then slowly going up.
This could be a whole episode on like a guide to growing on Twitch and then dying. Anyway,
Coming back
So,
up
yeah.
from the grave though.
I guess yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. That's how me and Bleps first met, formerly known as Liquid Paint. Me, formerly known as I_am. Don't forget the other underscore Nick. I'm now much more shorter Nico boy, not height-wise, even though I've probably shrunk due to my bad posture, but that's besides the
Dude, it's
point.
crazy, man. I want to get one of those Herman Miller chairs. Have you ever heard of them?
Is that like the ones that have like a weird like exoskeleton? Like they look all futuristic and crap?
They're like a couple $1,000, but apparently
Dear
they're
Lord.
like the best chair ever. Like that's where all the the big guys, all the big streamers,
The big guys.
like Ninja and
Oh,
Shroud and all.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
guys.
When you said big guys, I thought you meant like,
Not
like
large,
large folks.
I mean, I guess that too. I guess that I'm sure it would be better for them too.
Good
Those chairs are
support.
crazy. Apparently, like they're like, I don't know. They're just like they keep your back like your back never hurts or your ass never hurts.
That's the kind of
It's,
chair
like,
I need.
Always comfortable.
I had a effed up. This is way off topic, but it has to do with chairs, which chairs really don't have anything to do with today's episode's topic. But regardless, it's our podcast. We can talk about what we want.
Absolutely.
Mid last year or sometime, I don't know when, but I don't know. I guess the chair I have now does not have a cushion. My mom got it for me. It was by a dumpster next to her work outside of a salon. So I have I have a literal dumpster chair as my gaming chair. That's what I sit on. That's what I've been sitting on the past couple years
Oh
now.
my god.
And it didn't have any cushion. I'm like, it doesn't affect me. But as like the year went on, my like tailbone, I could like feel it. Like there was a bump at the very like bottom of my ass. I was like,
Dude, I'm sure that chair's infested, man. with, like,
nah, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I
did
need
you
a
at
couple
least put some,
shots.
like,
I
some,
recently, not recently,
stuff
but
on
like since I've noticed that, oh god, my like pelvis is like fucking my tailbone. I swear it has. I didn't go get checked out because doctor scaled me. But I added like a cushion that nobody was using, and my ass has never felt better. So yeah, that shows that softness isn't a weakness. All right, my men out there.
I don't know why doctors are so like crazy, or like
Like-
everybody's so terrified. Like, no, I get it because like you don't want to go to the doctor. Like
They
imagine
use
going
big
to the
words,
doctor.
bro.
I mean, yeah, they always use big words. They got to show off their degree.
That's true. They're just show offs.
I mean, if I went to school for like or college for like 12 years, I mean, I would be like talking.
telling
super
everybody.
crazy, Be like using like insanely long words. But it's crazy how like so many people are terrified of the doctor. Like, imagine you going to the doctor, like your foot's hurting, and they find out you have like cancer.
God,
It's a good thing like they found it early, but
you're freaked.
I mean, I don't want to get told that I got cancer. by
Yeah.
12.
I'd rather.
Like, the
This is
worst
probably just a
possible
me
thing.
thing. This is not a good way to think at all. But I'd rather just like die unexpectedly than be told, "Hey, you have this," and then me stressing the f out about it. But it's good to catch things early. Don't listen to me at all. Do not do that. I am
I think
stupid.
there's a Facebook group where it's like people were like, if they find out they're gonna die, like they're gonna go out in the woods and like get a cabin and just like die out there. There's a whole Facebook group.
That
I
actually
forgot
sounds
the
kind of
name of it.
nice.
It's like living with cancer. It's like it's like some corny name.
Hey,
But it's a real thing,
how dare you?
Hey, do what you want to do. It's the last bit of your life, so who cares?
All right, we've
Uh,
gone so off topic.
we've gotten so far.
All right, so we
off topic.
discussed you popping into my little streamsies. I discussed my bad laptop. I guess
How old were we when
this was
when you first
2017, so I had to be 15. Oh, damn.
15? I was probably like 14 or something.
That's crazy.
14, we're super young, super young.
I was a few
all
months away
hanging
from
out.
being 16. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You do a lot of stupid things when you're 15, 16, I feel like.
Like looking back on like the old YouTube videos that you used to post like back
Oh,
in
my
2017,
videos?
in 2018, yeah.
Oh, those were terrible.
Dude, our voices were like so high pitched. We're like,
I used to use a headset mic. Yeah, before I got a Blue Yeti.
Mics. Yeah, now we're growing up old.
Your voice is like it still matches you 100%, but it's just like lower bit, like love you, la, 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 la. Like that is like a soundbite permanently in my head when I think of Young Bleps, which I don't do regularly. That sounds real creepy, but I mean, since we're on the topic, it's like if I think of like Bleps, like when we first met, he's like love you, la, 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 la. Like you do those little sounds, you know, 16-year-old stuff.
Yeah. Even though like how like 16, like you can drive a car, you're basically like independent,
Yeah,
A lot
you're
of, like,
getting
kids
towards adulthood.
But like even still, getting close to adulthood, you still sound and basically look like a child.
Yeah, unless
still,
puberty hits you like a truck.
You're still a child, You're like a child, not like a teenager, I don't know. I still see myself as a child,
Really?
even though I'm so old. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
feel
I
like,
kind of do too, but I still don't have my license. I haven't had a
like
real
I know,
job
like you
yet.
have to like, even though like you're a grown adult, like you have like all these responsibilities, like paying taxes and all that
Yeah.
crap. But still, like all that, I still feel like I can still have fun when I want to. I think that's like the joy of like being a kid when you can like find joy or like happiness out of anything. I think that's like the real spotlight of childhood, and I still keep with that.
Damn, you
It's a great thing to know.
bring a tear to my eye with that. Put that on a shirt right there.
Put that on a shirt. It's
Put
gonna
that
be
on
Blunt's quote of the day.
the feeling of being a child is finding the joy in things.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
I'm sure like Neil Armstrong or
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
There we go, dude.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. Yeah, that's astronaut guy.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, yeah. What does astronaut have to do with it?
Well, like big heroes. Like having quotes, kind of like.
Oh, like that. Like schools
Einstein.
will put on their walls and stuff.
Yeah. I remember my school. There was this quote, and it said, "You are not a number," and right below it
What a lie.
was papers, and it had ACT scores.
Oh my god.
I'm not joking. It was you are not a number, and then it was all the kids' grades like for their ACTs because they wanted to show off, right?
Mhm.
So they would have like I think the highest you can get for an ACT score or maybe SAT score is 1700, and there was these kids like 1500s, 1400s, 1600s,
Nerd.
crazy smart kids. It's crazy. But was it my buddy Grayson Paget.
Whoa,
Kid was
doxing.
insane. What? Nah.
Everybody, if you ever
Well,
meet a guy
here-
named Grayson, whatever last name, be sure.
Yeah, we can take that out of the podcast. We can take that.
Oh, we're not taking that out.
So my buddy Grayson, insanely smart guy, like always, like in all the like top, like scoring, like all in the high honor, like high honor roll and all that. I think I don't know where he's studying at now, but all I hear about him is just like so depressed from college. Like some people like you can be insanely smart, super smart. Like love math, science, and all that, but just hate school. just absolutely despise it, like with like how about you, like Nick? I know was it you had a really rough time in high school,
Yeah,
staying out of it.
it was ninth grade, not ninth grade is when I dropped out, but eighth grade to ninth grade, just a bunch of stuff at like the work, because the transition from middle school to high school is a little for me it was like a little tricky, but I just have you want to talk about backstory and origins, bro. The build up to me dropping out was just like awful, just like for like a kid to like deal with. It wasn't anything serious. Like if you're listening and be like,
No,
oh
it's
no,
just
he got abused,
annoying.
oh he got bullied. No, I've never been bullied. I know, shocking, but it's like it's
Yeah, that's
just
crazy to
so
me.
unfor.
I remember being bullied
Oh, I
so
thought you were gonna
much.
like be like,
Yeah.
wow, you're a loser. How the hell have you been bullied?
No,
That's
no,
crazy.
no, 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 no. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm sorry. Get
I'm
off
not gonna
track.
go
What
into it.
were you
Maybe
saying?
we'll say that for another podcast episode. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
say
like
that for another
we'll do like
podcast.
school stories, like depressing school stories.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be a great episode.
I
Trauma
mean, I
dump.
think my transition from middle school to high school, it wasn't that bad because all of our, like our elementary school, our middle school, and our high school were like all in the same like block, I guess. Like it was all in the same area. Like you could walk from the elementary school to the high school, or you could walk from the high school to the middle school. Like it was very, very close. So like everybody knew everybody because we lived in a very small town,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I think like everybody there just like knew each other. It was like a small world,
You're like all little community just vibing together.
Yeah, all like little community. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody goes to the same church, all that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. I loved high school. High school was really fun for me. Or I really liked my senior year. I know a lot of people say that the senior year for high school was like the worst
Mm-hmm.
for them because it was like everybody's trying to figure out if they're going to go to college or if they're going to go work in a factory, like get a job immediately right after high school. But I think the reason why my senior year was so fun for me was because I think COVID. Because COVID, everybody was getting COVID. Everybody was going out. Like everybody was getting out of like school for like 2 weeks because that's what happened for us. So if someone like got COVID, they would get sent out of like school for 2 weeks and then they would come back
Be like an
to
episode Survivor who's gonna get kicked out next.
yeah. But the thing was, like, say you're in the middle of the class, right? Like you're sitting in the middle of the
Mm-hmm.
class and you get COVID, right?
Oh
Will the
no,
people like the chairs all around you
they're gone.
also have to get like sent home sick because like when's if they get contaminated too because you're sitting in the middle of the room, so everybody around you has to also go home. So a lot of people were like, there was like classrooms that were almost empty. So like you could basically goof around and just like have fun. And all the teachers, they were like, they didn't really care because they didn't have to teach as many kids.
Yeah, true. They're more
So
lenient.
it was just I don't know. It was like, do you remember the last days of school? Like
Oh
every
yeah,
single
throwing books and
year, like
stuff,
there was like throwing books, going
watching
outside to like have
movies,
fun, watching movies. It was like that every single day for me
Magic
in high
School Bus
school for my
Marathon.
senior. Yeah, I mean we were watching movies like we watched Braveheart in
Oh
my
my
history
god.
class. Braveheart, like the one where they all die at the end. I shouldn't be laughing
I've
about
never
that,
seen
but it was
Braveheart,
just.
so thanks for spoiling it.
I'm
I
sorry, I
was
shouldn't
never
be
gonna
spoiling
watch
it
it.
just for
Sorry,
you
Mel
to.
Gibson. I'm not gonna see it.
But we were watching just like crazy random movies that you never expect to watch in high school.
Yeah,
But senior year, the undoubtedly the best year of school ever.
probably because
I
it felt so
love senior
different
year.
compared to every other year. Because like that's
Yeah,
like
because
a
like
huge pandemic. Like our generation has never gone through anything like that.
well, I don't think any generation,
Well, I mean, back
you know.
the plague days, everybody's dying.
Yeah, that was like in the 16, 15,
I mean, I don't
whatever.
think this was as severe, but it was definitely like, oh, cheapers, dude. We need to get this thing under
Yeah,
control. Which I'm glad it's gotten better now. I'm glad we had or not glad, but we had like a year and a half or two, at least, the responsible people, where we all kind of laid back and chilled, and it got a little better. I mean, it's still going on to this day, but everybody's kind of
I
tried
mean,
to.
yeah, thousands of people are still dying every day.
We're
It's
trying our
it's
best to
very crazy.
adapt to it. I guess that's the only positive I could say. Like, hey, we're kind of we're trying.
Yeah, we're kind of getting there, man.
Hey, I wear a mask. I'm making an effort in my community.
Yeah, at least like there's always those people, like the doubters, they're always like saying like,
Oh
you
yeah,
don't need
the
to wear a
science
mask, and I totally get that.
proves.
I totally get that. But I always think of like, doctors, whenever they do surgery and all that, and they always wear like, the hazmat suits
Yeah,
and the masks. Even before COVID, they would wear that stuff. And so, like, I mean, if they're wearing that because they don't want to get like the person they're working on contaminated, they don't want, like, if they're doing surgery, they don't want to get the guy sick, or like, while they're doing surgery on them. Like, if that works, then surely, it could work for like having a cold such as like COVID, or like the flu. But it's crazy, man. I remember, like, if someone coughed, everybody looked at him. Like, everybody immediately
yeah,
like thought of like, oh shit, he has COVID. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get away from this guy.
yeah. I would hold my breath when I was at the grocery store. Like if there was like a few people like checking out something in an aisle, I'd hold my breath and like kind of like speed walk past them, and be like, ah, okay.
Yeah, it was scary. It was, like, everybody, like,
The first few
in the
months,
very
yeah.
beginning. Yeah, very few, like the first few months, everybody was like on alert. It was scary. It was scary for sure. I know, was it a lot of kids, they decided to do online school because of it. Like, the
Mm-hmm.
school, we've never had online school before, but the school was offering it because, COVID was, coming around. And so there's a lot of my friends that like just decided to like take the safe route, and just like decided, like, hey, I'm not gonna go to school. I'm just gonna do it online because I don't want to get sick, or I could like die or get, my grandma sick somehow. I think that's like kind of noble in a way, like you don't want to get other people sick, so you kind of like
Yeah,
take the fall of it, like you can't see your friends, but you don't want your grandma to like, potentially get sick, or
yeah.
stuff like that. But high school is fun for me, but there's always people that, have really bad transitions,
I feel like
such
there's
as yourself.
never like a middle ground. It's always either like, oh, high school's a blast, or high school's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like
some people just had it really
I
tough.
feel like that's like a school system thing. I feel like the like public education system needs to, like crack
I wonder
down.
if like the Midwest school systems are worse
I mean,
than
isn't Ohio in the Midwest? We gotta watch out for those guys.
not
Wait, no,
Ohio.
that's like towards the east. I'm stupid. Never mind. There's the reason
Oh
I
yeah,
dropped out. There's the reason I dropped
oh
out. Never
shit.
mind.
This is why.
This is why.
Oh god.
All right.
But yeah,
We
Let's get back. I
we
know we've
have
been saying get
gone
back on
off
topic.
topic for
Well, I
about
mean, we're starting like from the
fifth.
very beginning.
True, school
So
counts.
like
School counts as the beginning.
yeah, school, yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So
I forgot where we
we've
were.
gone through it, all the how we
How
met,
you and me
and so
met.
I guess
Should we
so I
move
guess like
on to other members? Kinda.
yeah, I guess like just kind of like
Do
talk
you
about
want to
them.
talk about like X, Y, and Z that are no longer here, or do you want to just stick to the people in this group?
I think we'll stick with the people in our group
And in the
since
future, we
they're
can be like, hey, here's
yeah,
more.
absolutely.
The
Yeah, we
freaking
can kind of like
DLC
spice them up.
content.
DLC
Yeah,
content.
we're
Hey, that's
EA
the
up in this bitch. We're
VIP
gonna
content.
charge you for more. All right, so who's
So
next on it? I believe Emma would
was it
okay,
Emma? Was it Emma
Unknown
or
came before you in the house. That's something we didn't say on podcast. So we hung out, or not hung out, but like we got to know each other through stream, and then
the
I
two of
met.
us? Yeah.
Yeah, but there's more of an established like friend group outside of that with me, Unknown, which you've seen in a couple videos on the House YouTube channel, Subscribble, and then a dude named Tyler that Unknown still keeps in contact with. But that's a story for another day, Pog Champion. But it was me, Tyler,
Yeah.
and Unknown, and we had a group chat. A lot of crap with Discord went down, our main way to hang out. A lot of crap. My account got messed up. Servers getting like messed up. So we finally had like a little small pond where the three of us would chill, and we have me, Tyler, Unknown, and then there's Emma. And then later on, then Bleps officially is like part of this. We didn't call it the house. I don't know what we called it at the time. It was just like a little fun group chat. But then Bleps like officially was like a part of like our friend group. And then after that, we have so we have a little bit of Unknown. We'll get to him in a bit. But another guy that'll probably show up more often on this podcast of such is the best 6525. What a good little lad he is. What are your thoughts
What
on
a
the
fucker.
best? Oh,
So I remember, dude. I I like remember like us first meeting, like you and me.
hmm
But I don't. I honestly cannot tell you. Like
I
I
think it was just the
don't
same place,
remember.
same like time. Like, oh yeah, you're here, I'm here, cool.
Like I barely remember. Like we had like a bigger group though. We had I think it was Vortex. Like other like we had like other members. You know,
A
like
lot. It was
other
in
like
the house.
yeah in the
That was
house.
Channel
We had
Jen.
Channel.
R.I.P. Jen. Jen's a legend. She made my art for my main channel.
Yeah,
Jen
shout
will
out to
always
her.
be appreciated. Got rid of her
Best
socials
best
for a
artist.
bit. Really talented. I hope she's doing all right. If Jen, Julissa, if you ever somehow ever see this, miss you, homeboy. Much love. But yeah, it was Channel Aussie. He's doing all right. He's
Wait, who's Ozzy?
that's
I don't
Channel.
remember that guy.
He
Oh, okay.
transitioned. He's it goes by Emily now. So
Oh, really?
respect to him.
Good
That's
for that guy.
bold, especially like when he hangs out with people on Discord. Discord can be toxic, but I'm proud
Dude,
of Channel.
Discord can be
Channel's my
so
boy for
toxic.
life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then we got Emma. It's me, you, Emma, Unknown, and Bess. Those are the 5 key members of the house right now. We probably should have maybe said that in the very beginning, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we should have probably said that. Like, who cares?
Whatever.
We can always mess around.
They'll know eventually.
But yeah, I honestly I can't. I don't remember. I remember talking to Channel and like the other guys outside of this group
Hmm.
of us, but I don't remember like any of our conversations. I feel kind of bad, but like it's been so long ago.
You could check your first ever message with Bess if you can. If you guys haven't DM'd all that much. Because I know me and Bess don't DM on Discord all that much because we're always in calls.
Yeah, let me see.
See when like the first time you messaged him was.
Uh,
Because I feel like it was just we're all hanging out. Like we have an all like mutual understanding. Like hey, we're all tight
I only
together.
had to scroll up once.
Oh no!
I
Bess
mean,
and Bleps are good friends, guys. Please, you
we're
gotta believe.
friends. We just never.
Oh
we just
shoot!
never talk to each other. Okay,
All
so
your
our
messages on
first ever
Snapchat.
message from me to Best,
What year?
Best6525 was 2019.
That's like 3
We've
years
known
ago.
each other like 2017, right?
No, because Bess didn't join my community until late 2018, bridging into
Okay.
2019, I believe.
Yeah, I think So Best wasn't really like he wasn't a part until like a year or two later.
He was very quiet. No,
very quiet.
he joined kind of quick because Tyler was real tight with him. I was real tight with him. He was chill. He showed up. He was active. He was a sub. He was like my, like, very like I don't know how many subs I had at the time, but he was one of the first few. I guarantee it when I was affiliated on Twitch. We hung out on New Year's. We were playing I remember that specific moment. We were playing speedrun, and Best was there with us. He was chill, and then from that moment on, we've been tight. But
It's always hanging out. I
yeah.
think just like constant hanging out. Like,
I think it
even
would
though
have to be
you're not friends.
Roblox, where you and him
Yeah,
got like
Roblox.
closer.
Yeah, I think it was Roblox, and then I remember we got like Bess and I got really close, like really good friendship. Was when you guys would always like stream like your video games, and I think Bess and I would like play. I don't think it was Valorant. It was like Rocket League, or like it was like some game that like is not as popular as it was. Like it was really popular back then, so we
Fell
were like
off
really into it.
ratio.
But it kind of fell off. But hey, it's still popular. It's still a big game. But I think Bess and I we played like Rocket League or some small game. And
That's
we played
crazy,
the crap
yeah.
out of it, and we just like became really good friends over playing that one game. So it kind of brought us together that game. But
I guess
yeah,
that's
for
where we
sure.
can move on next. Just like how you and me like got tight with like Unknown, Emma, Best, and all that. But
Yeah,
now
how
that you say it, I don't. It's such a blur how you and Best became friends, like good friends.
Yeah, I think it was just like we kind of
Just over
clicked,
time. Yeah.
So
Plus, you guys have like you both are in college. I think the only 2 people in the house that are in college. So you got
Yeah,
that
both
like
in
you just have
college.
as you guys like grew up. Yeah, like more stuff to bond over.
yeah, that college mentality. Kind
Yeah.
of night.
Depression.
For sure.
Mhm.
It's not like there is like parts where it's depression, and then there's parts where you're just screaming like, "Let's go!"
Today's gonna
just,
be
like,
a good day.
Today's gonna be a good day. You always got to say that. That's how you get up in the morning. Just always say to yourself,
This
"Today's
is
gonna
this
be a
is
good
life
day."
hacks, college life hacks from a guy that's not in college, from a guy
If
that
it's
is
just a
in
habit,
college.
just a habit. You just kind of keep going, kind of like working out, or like even
That's
shit,
too
I
how
mean,
you guys bonded. You both were like the two gym dudes in the chat.
yeah, the two gyms dudes. I think both of us stopped going, but now
Oh yeah,
I
basically.
know I'm gonna start working out this spring semester.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember last spring semester, that's when I started working out, and that's when I got really serious into working out. So I think I'm gonna make that like a tradition where I'm gonna like work out every spring semester.
Rise and
I don't think
grind.
I should probably like just like stick with it, like working out in general, just like working out every single day, or not like not even every single day,
Most of the
like
week, few
maybe
days.
like 3 or 4 days or
Yeah.
even more out of the week, and just
You're like
going at
a groundhog. Like every time spring's coming near, it's like
it.
he pokes his head out the ground, being like, a few more weeks of winter. I'll wait to do gym later.
Yeah, I'll wait to do gym later. No one wants to work out in the cold, you know. You don't want
That's
to
fair,
run
yeah.
in the cold, but like, and like the leaves on the ground, you could slip or something. I don't want to slip and bust my ass. No one
That
wants
would be
that.
funny though. Think of the TikTok views though.
TikTok views. It's crazy how you put like anything in the like you put like there's a lot of people that just put their whole lives on in like media.
That's true,
I
yeah.
remember like earlier like 2000, like 2017 or 16, like vlogs, like vlog channels were insanely big. Like Roman Atwoods. I remember watching
I
that
remember
guy
him, yeah.
every single day.
Casey
He would always
Neistat.
just come out a video. And he just like Casey Neistat, that guy, like they would just like even though it was just they wouldn't even like edit their videos.
Just pretty
They would just
typical generic stuff.
it was just like it was just their whole life, and it was just so interesting and funny, and like
Yeah, their whole vibe
I
as a
think it was just
person.
the whole vibe as a person, and you kind of like stick with it, like, oh, he's coming out with a video, like I can expect that after, like I can watch that video after school, like that's what I was thinking. Like I wasn't thinking like, oh, am I like I wonder if like what type of food's gonna be at home, or like I wonder if I'm going to like some kid's birthday. But instead, I'm thinking like those vlog channels, like, ooh, they're coming out with the video today. I'm gonna watch that.
I feel like that's
It was
when
like
you've
that kind of
made it
thing.
as a content creator. If somebody has you like in their schedule, like, oh, I can't wait to do this after school. I can't wait to watch Nick
Yeah, for
after
sure.
school. I can't wait to watch,
Like,
insert generic YouTuber.
Insert. We both. Said
Yeah, I don't know. Dead Meat. Shout out to Dead Meat. I love them, my
For
boys.
sure. But yeah, I just like but after like after vlogs started like dying down, like they started like they were still like very big, but you just kind of got bored of the same thing. You're like you
I
realize
feel like because a lot more people started doing them, they saw like Casey and all them were like, oh yeah, I could vlog
it
too.
lost the magic.
Which is
I
not
felt
on
like
their
it lost the
fault.
magic.
It's just what happens.
It's just like trends grow and die.
Yeah.
But instead, like I think when like the vlog started dying, that's when I started thinking about like Discord and like hanging out with the group, like all of us.
Online.
I was like, ooh, like I wonder what video game we're gonna be playing today.
That
Like, I
dude,
wonder-
that's such a good feeling to have like a group of people, not even like a bigger, like 5 people is perfect, I feel like. And just like
Yeah,
if
like,
we're
having a
all
group-
enjoying the same game, it's such a good feeling.
Yeah, for sure. Like when everybody like that's why it's so hard. Like having like if you have a big group of people, you can't all play the same game because like when's if everybody like part of the group wants to play like GTA 5, right? But the other half of the group can't, like they don't have the game or like they can't buy it.
Yeah.
So it kind of like it makes it weird or awkward. Like part of the group's playing and then the other group's just kind of sitting there.
Plus there's more
I think
people that
that's,
you
like-
gotta have like relationships with. Like if there's like 10 people, you gotta have, one person has to be good, pretty decent friends with like 9 people. When it's just 5, it's
Yeah.
like we all some of
Yeah.
the time we can all be at the same place at the same time and just hang out.
I think like 5 people is like the perfect group number.
Yeah, and we're
Because,
not
like,
biased.
Everybody, because like if you're having like 10 or like more, like you're not going to be friends. Like it's going to be kind of like you're not going to be really good friends with those 10 people, right? Like you can't have like the same relationship with all of those people. Like
Yeah.
but instead like with 5-man group or whatever, like everybody puts in their opinion, and you take that opinion and you actually listen out.
Yeah, it's like you and me were like the first people to like like you flew over to my house,
Yeah,
and
flew over
that
to the
was
house.
dope as hell. Imagine like having a bigger group where it's like, all right, now we got to go meet up with Best. Now our
I
goal is
know,
to go
like-
hang out with Jeremy,
I've
whatever the
I've
heck.
seen like YouTube videos of where like people like, hey, I
Meeting my
finally
friend
met
after.
yeah,
Yeah,
finally met my best friend after 20 years. Finally meeting him in person,
we
and
need to
then
make
they
a
make
video
a
like
whole
that.
YouTube
Make a
video.
whole little vlog. Get
Ah,
on
dude,
a
I
flight.
wish we did. I don't
We
know.
could
I'm
do
not a.
that. We could do that with Best.
I think it would just be so awkward, for like me at least. Like I'm not a creator. Like I'm not a creator like you, Nick.
I
Like
couldn't
I'm,
vlog in public. No public content for me, dude.
yeah,
I,
I
I could
couldn't
not
do
do
any
that.
public. That would be so awkward, like having a giant camera stuck to my
Oh
face
dear
and like
lord.
talking. I feel like that's rude to other people.
You're like
Like
being a distraction, which like if you're chill about it, like low key, like you have the camera like kind of towards your chest, like hey guys, not like yo we're in the airport. Then like
yeah,
respect
kind
to
of
you,
straining
you're
it out.
not being a loud distraction person. Like
But I mean, like shout out to those vlog people. Like they have the balls to like
yeah, they
just
got
go out there
courage.
and do it.
I'd be
They got
too like
courage. Like
nervous
I
to be
could
like
never
oh
do
they're
that.
looking at me. But I feel
Yeah,
like
for
if we're at
sure.
the airport together, like you and me, I'll whip out my freaking phone and we'll just like start doing stupid shit for like a good like 5 minutes while we wait for best. That
Oh
I could
yeah, for
only
sure.
do it with one other person or like a few other people. I could not do it by myself
Yeah,
if I have no one to fall back on. Like, hey, my homie's with me too. Like, it's 2 against 1. What are you gonna do about it?
yeah. I think if we ever get another person in this in our group, like in our group in general, I think we need like a person that also does like
Content.
creating stuff like you. Like you're like the biggest creator out of like our group. Like you're the main guy that like does all this videos and
Well, I
everything.
mean, like
Like
you. Well, I don't know about you, but I know Best and Unknown have aspirations or like they kind of like small goals to do stuff like that. I try to push them to do it because like it's if you have your own system, it's so fun. Even if you get no views or no viewers, it's still fun. Like you going out and
just the thrill,
putting stuff you
yeah.
make,
Like the thrill of putting your like stuff out there for people, like anybody to see.
and it
It's
somehow
it's a
gets a
scary
couple
feeling.
views.
It's a scary feeling, but getting those couple of views, it's like a drug. I feel like
You're
you just
like,
want to
dang,
keep
these
making
people
more.
saw what I made. That's awesome.
Yeah, even though they might have like disliked it or like you know
Oh, then
said it
I'm
was
then I'm
terrible,
pissed. They
it's
ruined my
still
whole day. I'm pissed. That's not true. All my
yeah,
YouTube
getting a
shorts
bad comment.
that have negative comments, I heart them all because like it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, finding like anything funny, like finding the funniness out of anger or like people being toxic and just like thinking that's funny. I think that's fun. I think that's great. That's a
Yeah,
good feeling.
finding
It's
like
like
the
who cares,
joy in things makes me feel like a kid. Like, oh my gosh, what a callback! What a callback!
What a callback.
All right,
But anyways,
all right. So we got Best down.
got best
We
down.
mentioned
So
the previous members.
let's talk about unknown.
Oh,
So
that little scoundrel.
here, well, let's see my very first message with unknown.
Unknown. I met Emma
Um,
before Unknown. Me and Emma kind of like became friends with Unknown together. Like me and Emma were playing a game, and Unknown was playing with us, and that's kind of how he like. I don't want to say nudged his way in, but like he slowly started getting more comfortable. Cause like we were all pretty young when we met. Like we're all at least like between the ages of like 14, 15, 16, like around that like couple year span. But like I know we're just this like little, you know, dude having fun on Roblox. I guess he liked the vibe of like me and Emma. We were playing Fleet Facility. Roblox has a lot to do with our origin of like the house, and that's the
yeah,
first time I started hanging
Roblox.
out with Unknown.
Roblox kind of brought everybody together because it was a free game and it was just fun.
There's
It was
so many
dumb
people
fun.
on it too.
Yeah, for sure. But my very first message or like interaction with unknown was that was when he was doing his art stuff. The backgrounds. Like he would make backgrounds for
Oh
people.
yeah, he made like 3 people in the group chats like channel like headers.
Yeah, so he would get the Roblox, like their person's Roblox character. So he got like my character and then he like made it like look super cool. I was like, wow, that's so awesome. And so I made that as like my background or something. Like, I was like, oh, that's so neat. I think that's how like us hanging out was the just like I guess his talent for making, like cool stuff. And I feel kind of bad like saying this, but like I think I kind of used him, in the very beginning. I was like, "Oh, I want you to make this. I want you to make that." But
Wow.
yeah. I feel kind of bad, you
How
know.
dare you ask Unknown to make you things all the time? I would never do something like that.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad now that I'm thinking about it. But I mean, like,
I mean, Unknown likes creating things though. Like
he
he
loves
has like
creating
different
things.
arcs. Like first it was like Roblox like images, like thumbnail, not thumbnails, but like wallpaper esque. Like
Yeah,
I don't know how to
wallpapers
describe
and
it, but
everything.
cool designs. Then
I think his like just talent just brought people
I know he
together.
has so much
Like
talent, dude. He is so creative, and he might
he's
not
just
know
like
it, but he's a
he's
talented dude.
so creative. But like the thing is, he gets bored of it. Like
That's
that's how like
true.
creative he is. He just gets bored of it, and
Yeah.
then like he just goes on to another thing. Like
Now he's
right
in his
now,
music arc. Hey,
He's
well,
making
he's been
music
in
right
that
now.
quite a bit though, like the past few months at least.
I hope he sticks with it. It's. I mean, I like his music. It's like kind of trippy. It's
Like lo-fi mixed with like
lo-fi
some
trippy.
funky sounds.
Like that's the type of stuff you listen to while you're studying, or like while you're just hanging out, or like playing it while you're like playing video games. Like that's the type of music you listen to.
Yeah, I
It's
put
it's
some of
good,
his stuff in the background of some of my videos because, like, you know what? That's a
I
nice
like
little
it.
thing to listen to, a little
A little
background.
ambient music going on.
Yeah. So yeah, I know it's a creative
Um,
dude. He
Creative guy. Love the
he
guy.
makes all my thumbnails on YouTube, or pretty much all of them. Very very talented. I've said that like for the fourth time, but it's because I mean it. I know, and if you're watching this, you're probably cringing right now, being like, "Stop, guys! Don't be saying that." I hope you
Yeah.
know that I love you, and I think you're so cool.
Dude, he's a humble guy. He's very
He's
humble.
so humble. Bruh. Okay, I feel bad because we've been like hyping up Unknown, but like we were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
Yeah, humble guy, humble
All right.
guy. On to the next person. You said Emma, so
Sadly,
let's talk about Emma.
God.
I don't think I've been. Here, let's see the first message. First message I've ever sent to this person.
Emma was in the first batch, the Bleps Tyler Emma era of my beginnings on Twitch.
We need like a timeline. We need like we need to make a timeline so the viewers like know.
That's
because it's so
actually a good
confusing.
idea.
It's so confusing.
Well, I mean, laying it out right here. If anyone wants to make one, or if I make one later, and I'm listening to this in the background because I want to see how it all sounds, it's like I stream. Blep shows up only a little bit though, so maybe make him fade it out. Then Jen, then Tyler, then Emma, then Unknown, then a little bit, like half a year goes by, and then Best, and then just bonds have grown closer since then.
Just all of us hanging out.
Yeah, but it was like a huge chunk in the beginning. It was like Bleps, Emma, Tyler. Little bit goes by Unknown. A little longer goes by Best. So Best is the youngest in the house, not just in age, but in us all meeting him.
Yeah, us he's the new guy.
Yeah, we still
He's the
harass
freshman.
him too. It's been
Yeah, for sure.
3 years, 3.5 years probably, and we still give him the new guy treatment. That's not true. Well, I don't know. Depends on the way he looks at it. I hope he doesn't take us like jabbing at him too seriously.
Nah, we always jab at each other. It's chill.
Mainly Bleps.
But the first message I've ever sent to her, or I said, she sent me a cow pic. And that was
Huh?
the first ever. I think I was talking about someone else, but I was saying that to her. I think I was like,
She
I
sent
think
you a
we were
picture
like,
of a cow.
no. I think someone else sent me a picture of a cow, and I sent that to Emma. So it's kind of like, I think it was
Oh.
gossiping. I think I was, like,
Yeah, one
talking
thing about
about,
our
like,
friend
someone.
group and like me streaming, so when you stream, you build a community. There was quite a few times where drama spilled throughout the community. It's probably one of those
Always
moments.
drama. Yeah, there's always drama. It doesn't matter.
Emma has a new Discord
It's
account.
natural.
I need to go and check the old one. I don't know what our first message would be. It's probably gonna be in like 2018. It has to be mid 2018. That would be my guess.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Shit.
Are you looking at Papito?
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
I'm looking at a whole lot.
But yeah, Emma was the second person after Bleps, and Emma's kind of been. Oh wait, no, she was the third. She was the third. Yeah, still Roblox. Kind of, you can basically copy and paste every meeting between me and like someone from the house. It's basically just Roblox. And Emma has a very jokingly toxic personality. Like, she's not a toxic person. Well, hold on. I gotta figure out how to word this.
Just a little toxic,
but
I
in
think
like a
everybody's,
fun
like, a
way.
little
We
toxic.
all know, like, Emma would never like say like BSD. Like,
It's kind of like Twitter. Like, people are like kind of like they're toxic online, but in person,
like
they're
if you're
like
talking to
they're
them,
a
they'll be
normal
like, "Oh
person.
yeah, I was just kidding." It's all fun and
Yeah, like
games.
IRL, they're a normal person, but online they're kind of shitty.
But Emma
They're a
is a
little
straight
shitty.
shooter. I'll give her that. I feel like she's the most honest person in the group. Like, if like you're pissing her off, she'll be like, "Hey, dude, you're
For
pissing
sure,
me
yeah.
off." You
Yeah,
know
she's the
what?
honest one.
Fair play to her.
She got no filter. She's got no filter.
As currently the only girl in the house, hanging out with the dude, she fits in. She's not like,
Yeah, I'd be
y'all
scared
are weird.
if I was the only girl in a like all male like Discord like server, it would be scary. Like, I don't think I'd talk much. It would be weird. I guess maybe like gender is like
Yeah.
is the defining issue. But I mean, like, she doesn't give a shit. And, I think that's a good thing. Like, just not giving a shit, just being cool about everything. But yeah, for sure.
All right,
Yeah,
I found our first messages. I didn't do this for anybody else because I still wasn't sure about. Because I know me and Emma were talking a lot on like stream, and then we like hung out in Discord playing games, and that's how we met Unknown and all that. I'm gonna read off the first two messages I said. I don't know what happened, but I said cool question mark, and then her response is OMG, I made some and it's creamy AF. So
Huh?
yeah. Oh, this was Survivor. No, this was Big Brother. Because it's like, did you make Final 2? Not yet.
Oh,
Final
yeah.
4, and I got out. Stupid idiots. Feels bad, man. Of course, I knew it. Big Brother on Roblox. Shout out. I feel like that's also a good, like, connecting point for all of us. Those, like, social strategy games. I know me and Emma enjoyed them. Like, me and Emma played Survivor. I feel like Unknown was with us a few times on that. It's like, dang, I forgot all about the Survivor Big Brother era.
I think it was Twitch and Roblox that just brought us all together.
The big homies. Shout out to Twitch, shout out to Roblox.
Yeah, shout out to them.
If it weren't for them, we'd be done for.
Yeah, I don't think our group would have ever lasted as like long as this.
Also,
How long has it
mini
been?
shout out to
Almost
Fortnite.
5 years.
It's been
Oh, yeah,
I started
Fortnite.
streaming 5 years, but the house wasn't probably made until like we didn't get everybody that's currently in the house until probably
2019.
early 2019, I think.
Yeah, early 2019. That's when like everybody started texting.
Yeah, then
That's,
all
like,
of
all my
2019, all of 2020 was pretty solid, and then
Yeah, that's when everybody was like talking to each other, like all like the main group.
and I
of
think
us,
it
like,
was
Unknown.
probably about mid 2020 we changed like what we made like kind of official, like where I changed the Discord server that we all hang out into the house, because like the goal was, in like 5 years or whatever, a little less than 10 years, we all like have a way of just like hanging out, being a real IRL friend group. Most of us, probably not all of us, maybe like a good chunk, whoever is able to, like living in under one roof, being homies, and like just hanging out, because the two things that are important in life are like happiness and people you care about. And I can't think of another group of people besides like my family that I care about more than the house homies. They're my boys, my dogs,
The dogs.
the dogs, not the toes,
For
not those dogs, but like home dogs.
Yeah, I think we got everybody.
Man,
It was
that's basically it.
The main 5. Me, Bleps, or yeah, Bleps,
Me,
Nick.
Bleps.
me, Nick, Best, Unknown, and Emma. I think those are the big 5.
I don't know
We
who
like
you
to,
all see on this podcast. For sure, me, Bleps, and Best. A combination of the three. If we do it like weekly, and one of us isn't there, don't be like, oh my god, they died. It's like, nah, we all do different things. We're all kind of fairly different people in some aspects, or we do
like
different things.
It's like the Disney movies. Like each character's like aspect. Like how What was that one Disney movie where it was like they're
High
it's all
School
in their head?
Musical.
No, it was not
Oh,
High School
Inside Out?
Musical. Yeah, Inside Out, where like you could tell like the person's sadness.
Yeah,
The person's
we're all the
angry.
emotions.
We are the emotions.
We are living in some person's head right now. Do
Yeah.
not tell them. They will get a lobotomy and will be gone.
Yeah, wait, lobotomy.
It's like where they wipe your brain.
I thought a lobotomy was wipe their ass. I
What?
thought it was something about their ass.
No.
Wait, we need to search up what is a
A
lobotomy.
lobotomy is like
What
like-
is a
wiping your brain, basically.
lobotomy? All right, let's see what it says.
Hmm.
Surgical operation involving incision into the
Oh my god.
frontal lobe of the brain, formerly used to treat mental illness.
Someone just joined Bleps. Look who it is. We got a special
Oh
guest.
god.
Hey, Emma, we're recording the first ever episode of the House Podcast. Would you like to say anything?
Whoa!
Hey, welcome back to the first
Aw.
episode of the House Podcast. Would you?
Ah.
Hey, Emma, welcome. We're recording the first. We like that funny.
It's like like Squidward, where he sticks out his hand.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody boos.
And then SpongeBob's like,
He sticks out
hey.
his hand. He sticks out his hand.
Hey, Emma,
What?
we're not recording the first episode of the Not House Not Podcast. Would you not like to say anything?
Ba, 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 ba.
This isn't as awkward as I think it is, right?
Banana.
All right, but I feel like 51 minutes, that's a good place to wrap it up. We've rambled,
Yeah,
but
that's
we've
good.
gotten the origins down. We had a
We need to
last
end
minute
it now.
special guest appearance. Emma, if you would like to say anything, you can. Or if you would like to ask questions later, then that's fine.
I think the silence speaks volumes. For sure.
Louder than any of our words could have ever.
Louder. Louder.
But yeah, I've been Nico Boy. And he's been Bleps. I was hoping he was gonna go, and I'm Bleps. I was really hoping he would say something.
I was thinking,
I'm just-
I thought you were gonna say something else. So I
All
didn't
right.
want to say anything.
Episode 1 down in the books.
The pilot.
Epic. The pilot episode.
This is like the pilot to The Office. That's how good it is.
Sure. No, the first season of Office was notably not that great.
You can shut up.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time on the House Podcast.